recording everything as I went, and I'm terrible at that. So just as a quick rundown, so far what I have, and this is a 2014 WRX. I did a stage 2 plus tune, so I have an intake. I have a Mishimoto cold air intake, which I highly recommend. I think there's a lot of very good ones out there. However, aesthetically, I think for me personally, Mishimoto makes the most aesthetically pleasing looking intake, and I was super pleased with it. Talk about turbo noises. If you just want to get a little bit more turbo sounds, that's definitely, I think, the probably cheapest way to do it, but also making the engine bay look better, which once again, I think Mishimoto kills it on there. I have a axle back, nameless, muffler delete, and then I left the mid pipe. I haven't gotten there yet, but I plan to. And then I have an NVIDIA downpipe, which is no cats, and then I have, of course, my Cobb tune. So what prompted this video was I'd been looking at one for years. I had an old Bug Eye WRX, which was World Rally Blue with BBSs, and it was on iBox springs. It wasn't too bad. I enjoyed that car, and that's what really made me want this one. And I didn't want to put any money into that car, and nor did I really have the ability to. I was just starting school, and so I had been looking at the HKS blow-off valve for a long time. I really wanted it. I think anyone who looks at blow-off valves, the HKS is the one that, immediately comes to mind. It just has such a unique and just the sounds that you get. I got the full HKS kit, and the kit mounts the HKS blow-off valve in a different area than what I am used to seeing it, which is really nice because they send you the flange to make it, semi-recirculate or kind of recirculate back into the system. And where it is right now, I can't really reach, so I am going to fix that. It backfires a bit. Like, to give an example, if I get into it, oh, didn't do it. You'll hear it though. I have noticed a bit less boost. There's a backfire. But otherwise, I'm enjoying it. I want to start really journaling what I do to this car. I had an old 67 Cougar, which my dad and I rebuilt the motor on that, and did brakes and stuff that you need to do to get those cars to be driven safely. I loved my WRX. I love the heritage behind it, and for me, this WRX is the one that I always drooled over. I actually have pictures of me going through, and anytime I saw a 2011 to 14 hatch, oh my gosh, I would just take so many pictures, and I felt so awkward too because they weren't my cars. And now that I have one, it's honestly, it still hits me that I finally have one, because I've been wanting one since I was about 11. I saw the Fast and Furious movie, the 4th one, where they go to Mexico, and Paul Walker's character Brian gets I think it was a 2008 STI hatchback. It was like the release of the car, and I was 11 when I saw that movie in theaters, and I thought that was such a cool car, and I just wanted one. And now that I actually have one, it's so much fun. No plans to ever sell this. I worked hard to get this car, and this one that I found was just perfect. Should definitely check out Fitment Industries. For the first time, really, I bought a set of wheels that I picked out with tires, and really did a ton of research on you know, sizing and what kind of tires was right for me. And instead of doing lowering springs, because that's all I could really ever afford to do, which, you know, that improved it, but saving up money and getting coilovers, oof, what a difference. But the control that you feel with the coilovers, and I have Fortunato's, and I'm so impressed with them. So the wheels that I'm running right now are the Conce KNP. They are they're a 9.5, or I'm sorry, 18 by 9.5 with a plus 22 offset, which if you have, you know, this body style WRX with the fenders that kind of pop out like the STIs, I think it's 2011 to 14. Yeah, 22 is perfect. I really looked at a lot of pictures, and at the time, the only thing I could really find that was this setup, or the wheels and tire setup that I was really looking for, was a WRX on bags, which, you know, they pull the wheels in just a bit, so, and it looked really good on his car, and I could kind of guesstimate that it should be fine. I'm still, like, you know, I will admit, I put this on a week ago. It's still not old to me. It's so nasty. I had to do it eventually. And I think I'm about 5 years later now, finally doing it. Or I've done it. But I recommend. 10 out of 10. It's great. This is kind of a janky setup I have, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get a proper setup for this. I didn't realize how much I would actually enjoy this. Although I may just look back and just cringe at myself really hard, which is a strong capability, or possibility. Like that. I'm gonna